We shall catch up." Antony flashed Orion an encouraging smile. In his mid-20s, Antony was everything Orion wanted to be. Charismatic, respected, proven in battle, and possessing a humility and charm which made it impossible to begrudge him his success. Antony was already rumored to be considered for promotion to Paladin Defender. "Keep smiling," the young paladin winked. "Anything you can walk away from is just a story to impress the ladies when you get home." "Enough of that," Jehus warned. "Go on, up ahead." Orion watched Antony vault effortlessly through the gaps in the rocky pathway as he forged ahead. Shifting the strap of the heavy shield on his back so that it cut into a different part of his bony shoulder, Orion set off slowly after him. Although only weighed down by a thick, padded cotton jacket and a coat of mail, less than half the weight of a proper paladin's armor, Orion was already feeling the effects of the hike. Awkwardly, he was already a full head taller than both Jehus and Antony, but with barely a muscle on his body, he often struggled with the physical aspects of squiredom, which was pretty much every aspect. "If you must idolize anybody, you could do worse," Jehus remarked as he followed Orion along the path, their long shadows dancing across the sharp rocks that flanked their path in the late evening sun. "I don't idolize him, Uncle," Orion said honestly. "He did say one thing which was very sensible." "What's that?" "To keep smiling," Jehus said softly. "You'll find in life that there are many things beyond our control. Many things. But what we can always control with a little discipline is our outlook. How we react to things we can't control. And for a man to keep smiling no matter what the adversity, that is something special. The ability to keep smiling no matter what is truly a gift from above." Orion opened his mouth to voice his disagreement, but thought better of it. The sun was half hidden below the jagged, tooth-like horizon now, its fiery orange fading into soft reds and pinks. The chill evening breeze already seemed a little cooler. "We should stop for—" Jehus held a hand up to silence his nephew. On the path up ahead, Antony stood still and had a hand on his sword. Orion turned to look at his uncle quizzically. Jehus's eyes suddenly widened, and he took a quick step forward. An arrow thudded into the aging paladin, slamming against one of his pauldrons before falling harmlessly to the ground. "Get back, Orion!" Jehus shouted. "Stay clear!" Orion's jaw dropped open as 3 armed men sprang from the shadows up ahead to assault Antony. The paladin firmly stood his ground, and in one rapid motion he unsheathed his sword and hacked down his first assailant. Jehus was already scrambling up the path toward the melee, unsheathing his own sword and grabbing his kite shield from his back. Orion froze. He stood rooted to the spot as a second trio of bandits leapt out to attack Jehus. He tried to will his legs into action, to force his hand to drop to the sword by his side, but his body seemingly refused to obey his mind's commands. That was when he saw the third group, another 3 armed men scrambling down the rocks to his left toward him. 1,000 thoughts danced through his mind as he watched the 3 men in their battered coats of mail and dented helmets drawing ever closer to him. He wanted to bring his sword up and leap into action, to turn and run for safety, even to shout to his uncle and plead for him to come back and save him. But in that moment, as the 3 bandits ran roaring toward him, their axes and hammers held high over their heads, the first time Orion had ever faced a real enemy in his life, he remained completely frozen in place, completely silent. For the second time in only a few minutes, he was sure he was going to die. A figure from out of nowhere appeared, no more than a flash of blue and white. With the swing of a heavy flail, the first of the bandits flew back in an arc of crimson spray as the spiked metal ball of the weapon connected with his chin and snapped his head back. The remaining 2 bandits stopped and took a step back, cautiously pacing around the new arrival. The woman, that much was evident in her lithe form, was tall and powerfully built, her limbs covered in white with a blue gown worn over the top, extending up into a blue hood and mask that covered her features.